Good morning. This is Morning Thoughts with Darrell. I'd like to talk to you today about disappointments will come, but discouragement is a choice. We all have hopes and expectations for 2022. Sometimes they're changed by things that are out of our control. Things like COVID, that affected all of our lives in some way or another. It's also things like the economy, price of gas. This has affected our schools, sports, our health. Everything is being affected. It has affected our churches and how we worship, our travel plans. Okay, so in life, we're going to have disappointments that we'll have to face. The Bible gives us many stories of men of faith that faced disappointment. You look at King David. He was appointed king of Israel, and yet he had to hide from King Saul. Joseph was sold by his brothers. Early Christians were persecuted, like Paul was thrown in prison, yet still praised God. These men showed us to walk by faith and not by sight. And this is in 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 7. For we live by faith, not by sight. When disappointments come, and they're going to come, we have a choice to make. We could be victims of emotion and let it discourage us. The scars of disappointment can put a wall between us and our relationship with God. This is a choice we all have to make when we face disappointments. Do we turn our backs on God, or do we continue to rely on Him in spite of our disappointments? If we respond with trust and praise, it will build our faith and bring us closer to the Lord. Whenever we are faced with disappointments, remember that our situations are in God's hands and under His sovereign control. So when disappointment comes, turn your burden over to God and draw close to Him. I'd like to read in Isaiah chapter 41, verses 9 through 10. It says, I took you from the ends of the earth, from its farthest corners, I called you. I said, you are my servant. I have chosen you and have not rejected you. So do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous hand. And then I like to close with Psalm 55, verse 22. It reads, give your burdens to the Lord, and He will take care of you. He will not permit the godly to slip and fall. So, when we have disappointments, and they'll come, we have a choice. Don't let the disappointments discourage us. Turn things over to God. You guys have a great day.